Right, the crowd are on their feet now. This has to be one of the best performances we've seen of the year. Only in the dying minutes will we ever see anything as great as this ever again. Oh, and it's a goal!
Welcome to another episode of the podcast, and today I have a very special guest all the way from Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. I have Anthony. How are you, Anthony?
I'm good, Nick. Thanks for having me here today.
And so I think you're 3 hours behind, or we're 3 hours ahead. So it's
11 o'clock here.
11 o'clock in the middle of the day.
Yeah, and it's
that's
hot.
Awesome. And it's hot. I was going to ask you about the weather because we always start with the weather. How's the weather doing? So it's hot, but not raining. Is that right?
It's about 35 degrees.
Okay. Anything can happen at that temperature.
Yeah, so it is hot.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Anthony. I appreciate your time, and it's an honor to have you on. And yeah, I thought let's just get straight into it. How did you become a Bournemouth supporter? Are you from Bournemouth, or?
I was born in Bournemouth. I was born in Charminster, Bournemouth. So I've been an AFC Bournemouth supporter for most of my life, apart from a brief period when I was younger, during the Emlyn Hughes Liverpool days, when I supported Liverpool, and then I went back to Bournemouth. Very brief period that.
Yeah. That seems to be the case for a lot of Bournemouth fans. That they had that old First Division team. Was it the First Division when you supported Liverpool?
That was right. Yeah, it was the old First Division. And it was around the time they won the European Cup. I think it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Emlyn Hughes. I think Kevin Keegan was there.
Right.
So it's a while back. Yeah.
Wow. For anyone listening who hasn't listened to this podcast before, they probably think we're talking about Liverpool, but no, that's all good. It's all good. So you're in Vietnam at the moment. I understand you go backwards and forth from Vietnam to the UK. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Every usually 3 to 6 months back and forth, because I've got businesses there I have to deal with, work there to do, and also to be with my son again.
Right. Okay.
Who's there? Cool. Yeah.
So when's the last game that you went to Dean Court or Vitality? What was the last game that you went to?
As a fan, or as a steward? As a fan.
Oh, okay. As a fan, let's do
as
fan
a fan. First. That was that would have been one of the old third division games back in like 81 or 81, 82, or around that time. Yeah.
Wow.
Can't remember the actual team we played, but I used to go to home and away games too. I remember saving up my pocket money, and on away days, taking the supporters coach to away grounds. I went to Cardiff, Oxford, Plymouth, and Bristol Rovers. I think I seem to remember we lost all of them. We lost all of them. It wasn't great. We didn't have a great away record.
That's when you got the ban from the club, is that right?
Yeah, we didn't have a good away record then.
Oh man, and that Bristol Rovers. I do follow them a little bit. Was that at the old Eastville Stadium?
That was it, the old one. Yeah. There was the towers had no cover and no roof.
Yeah.
So it was only out in the open. And I think that the most hostile one I went to out of those four must have been Cardiff. And Plymouth, I'd say. Yeah.
Right. Well, they're not called pirates for nothing. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And plus, it's near, isn't it? Devon, Dorset. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of a rival, almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Torquay used to be a rival. but then yeah, Brighton. But for me, Brighton in my days in the 90s when I was following Bournemouth, Brighton for me was the number one rivalry. So yeah. So what's you've been to a few games in the home games and stuff. What's been your most memorable one? Do you have one that sticks out?
FA Cup in the early 80s. We played Man United at home, and we won. That was an amazing atmosphere there, especially after winning. And then the next fixture was Middlesbrough away, and I saved up my money, and I went there. I went to see the game, and it was pretty hot. That was pretty hostile too. We had like a police's on horses escort from the train station to the ground, and we lost that. So the long trip back on the train was miserable.
Especially from the north.
That was it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so now you're in Vietnam, and you decided to set up an official Vietnam supporters group in Ho Chi Minh City, which is I guess Saigon is the other name for it, but the Vietnamese call it Ho Chi Minh. When was there anything in particular that made you bite the bullet and go for it and do something?
Well, I was surprised that now, and in such a big country with 110 million people, and this being the business centre, the economic centre of the country, that there was no bricks and mortar club in one of the districts in Ho Chi Minh City, especially the central districts. I'm talking about District 1, District 2, District 3. I'm far flung in the Hóc Môn district. There was no supporters club, bricks and mortar. And that's not only true of Vietnam, it's also true of countries like in Southeast Asia, like Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and also I think still Japan. That there's no presence of AFC Bournemouth. A lot of people here are not even aware, I think, that AFC Bournemouth exists. So I thought this is how what I could do in a small way to increase the presence, the awareness that AFCB is actually a football club and is in the Premier League. I could help in some small way to do that.
So I'm just going to add to the stage. This is where you're located. So it's if I pronounce it correctly, Hoc Mon.
That's right. Yeah, it's the outer area. It's the Wild West, I call it.
Right. Okay.
It's the wild. It's the wild zone of the city, and there's no mass transport here. There's no like, as in Bangkok. There's no like suburban train network, or overland system, train system, or anything like that. So getting here requires going by motorcycle or taxi, which is a long trip.
Right. And
so it's not.
Is that those normal taxis or the tuk-tuks or?
It's like the Grab taxis, like the taxis on the app, like Uber.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Uber taxis, or like it's equivalent to Uber taxis, Uber motorcycles here, yeah. But they call it Grab. The local service is called Grab, yeah.
Now, for anyone wondering what the words underneath it are, it's pretty much this: join AFCB Vietnam supporters group based in Hóc Môn, Ho Chi Minh City. More details in the description below, so I'll put those down there so people can actually join your. There's a Facebook group that you set up, I believe. So awesome. So it's in the northwest of the city. So
that's right. Yeah, far-flung district. It would have been. You know, there are more foreigners and expats and foreign tourists in the central districts. So it would have been a plus to set up in one of those, because obviously there are more foreigners, but then the cost of actually renting the premises and all that increases like fivefold because it's in the center. Yeah.
So I see your background. Your background photo is well, you're actually covering it, but that's okay because I prepared. Here's something I prepared earlier. This is the shop front, the middle top section of the of this photo. That's I mean, to you've actually done a fantastic job in decking it out, and you know, I mean, if someone goes past there and doesn't recognise the Bournemouth badge, and then all this stuff that's on the glass doors and stuff like that, I mean, they're probably blind. But I've got you've got some activity happening down at the bottom there. So can you describe what is this bricks and mortar supporters group that you have in Ho Chi Minh City? What kind of things do you do?
Well, we consider it a community supporters club. So one of the activities, workshops we organise is in the corner there on the left is the paint a figure workshop where kids come along, give them a figure and give them the paint, and they only cover the cost of the figure. They only pay for the figure and the paint, of course, obviously. And it's reduced. We don't make any profit from it. It's just the actual buying price of the paint and the figure. And they come along and they paint the figures, use their creative and artistic skills to paint the figures there. And I think on the table you can see the mascot, our mascot there.
I've got another picture.
Yeah.
I've got another picture of the mascot. Actually, I'm going to bring the mascot because something happened recently.
This is actually our latest. We've actually updated. We've actually updated the shop, and you can see behind me. I'll move out of the way.
Yeah, there you are. Don't disappear for good. Yeah, you're away from the microphone, so that's the only thing there. So
you can see it. Okay, I think you can see it there. We've and also we invested on in a TV on a stand.
Awesome. So apart from those activities, you mentioned the TV and a stand. I believe I've seen a video with some karaoke. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. You have. We do organise karaoke nights for kids and adults. And with the adults, it usually requires a lot of tempting with beer to actually get them to sing.
I see. Must be a very lively night. I noticed on the right hand side at the bottom the opening hours 7 days a week from 2 to 11. So I reckon by 10 or 11 o'clock there's lots of people singing by that time.
There's a few regulars. I wouldn't say it's overrun. But again, that's to do with the location, and also the location and the promotion and marketing of it.
Yeah.
Because that's not my forte. My forte is definitely not in promotion or marketing. I have requested help with that, but so far.
Yeah, we'll come to that in a second. But this is probably a better picture of what the kids do.
Yeah, that's it. You got the young ones there happily painting away.
Yeah,
and it's a safe environment too. The parents feel safe bringing their kids here, so they can go off for a couple of hours to do what they need to do, knowing their kids are safe.
Yeah, and the kids have fun. I mean that's great because you providing this place. You deck the whole the logos out with Bournemouth. And hopefully one day when the kids grow up and they watch the Premier League and then they'll say, wait a minute, I recognise that badge. That's that cherry tree down in Hóc Môn. This is. I think you're in it for the long term, aren't you? You're just setting the roots down and just building the awareness. I mean, you say your marketing is not your forte, but you're actually doing the right things. I think. I think it's great what you're doing. Now, I had earlier put up a picture of the actual mascot, Sugar.
There she is.
Left hand side. There she is now, but she went through a bit of a traumatic moment a couple of weeks ago. Is that right?
That's right. A couple of weeks ago, she actually hopped off the motorcycle, because we forgot to put her lead on and tie it secure it to the motorcycle. So she hopped off at some point, and we lost her. We lost her for about a week. It was a large area because we'd driven far, where she'd jumping off. So there's a large area to look for her in because we couldn't remember the exact place that she had hopped off. We had to search a large area. We put posters up, as you can see on the right, in Vietnamese. We asked the locals there shop workers, security guards who would see a lot, probably see a lot, food vendors, that, and just going around constantly, day and night, trying to find her, asking people, going down the small alleys, the side roads here, main roads into shops, asking people going to the market. And after about 5 days, a woman phoned up my wife saying they had her, and we had to send photos on that and give information. And an hour later, we got her back. And luckily, the people who found her were very nice. Her daughter had fallen in love with Sugar, and had bought her new clothes.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. And it was a bit sad for the daughter because she got so attached to her that she didn't really want to let her go. Yeah. She has that effect on people, Sugar. It's those eyes. It's the eyes in the tongue. That's what it is.
Yeah.
She knows it.
Right. I mean,
they're devious. They know it. They know it.
No.
They know it. They know that's how to pull the strings by putting on that look.
Oh man, so yeah, and I noticed the ears either side of Sugar. They're I think it's probably a bit faded there, but they originally dyed in cherry red. Is that right?
Yeah, orangey red. Yeah, my wife did that.
Orangey red.
And the tail too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, I can't tell from this picture, but when I heard she went missing, and then it was days and days, and I'm thinking, oh man, the mascot, the AFC Bournemouth Vietnam mascot is missing. I mean, that's. But this is not the first time she's been missing.
She went missing. When was it? When did she go missing? I can't remember now. She went missing before. Yeah, she went missing one time before. We were just going locally to the shops, and again, she stealthily hopped off. Yeah, but it was in such a small area. We were looking at the common ground, the grassed area between the houses. She's calling out there, and there's a coffee shop near. And one of the guys said, "We've seen a dog." And we described it to the guy, and he said, "Yeah, the house just down there took it in." So we went knocking on the door, and we got her back.
Yeah, but 5 days.
She's very, very quick and silent, like a ninja, a little ninja.
Well, see if we can sign some players that are quick like a ninja as well. So
yeah, some good ones. True.
Awesome. Well, I'm so happy you got the mascot back because it's kind of disheartening, and the longer it is, the wait, it's just gets more and more stressful. Now, I came across a picture of your grand opening, so I just wanted to put that up there. When did you actually open this centre? Was it last year?
It was last year. Yeah, we opened up in 2024. I'd say June, about June, July 2024. So it's about a year now, and we got the officially recognised by AFCB. We got a certificate. I got that about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Official recognition. Yeah. So it's not as long as you guys over there on the sunny side of Australia.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't normally talk about myself from podcasts, but for Sydney, I set it up in November 2012 when we're still in League One. Eddie came back from Burnley and just had a good feeling about it, and that will be another episode when someone decides to interview AFCB Sydney.
Yeah.
But so no, that's great. So let's have a look. So I've got this there. So that was a nice presentation. What they're holding, just almost under the logo, towards the centre of the photo, they're holding a big certificate or something.
That's like a sign in. That's like a sign in Vietnamese. Says opening day of the AFC Bournemouth club, or congratulations on opening the club. We got flowers too, as you can see. Things like congratulations when you open somewhere, they give you pots of flowers, a bouquet, of flowers.
Yeah.
or 5 or 6 of them.
And this was at the time. This was you weren't official yet, and you just
No. It was unofficial, as you can see by the big signboard.
Yeah, on the
unofficial
left-hand side of the signboard. Yeah.
We subsequently taken the UN out. You've taken out, yeah. We put the AFCB TAS figure over the UN.
Okay.
Sticker.
Yeah.
So we've moved that now. Yeah.
Now I just showed a thing before. I noticed on that sign on the bottom right it says ZALO. So I've just shown the Vietnamese equivalent of ZALO. This is a kind of a chat app. Is that right? More.
Yeah.
Is it Southeast Asia or Vietnamese especially, or?
I think it's more Vietnam.
Right. Okay. So
definitely more Vietnam.
What I put there basically is equivalent in English is search that number on ZALO to join the cherry.
It's equivalent in
because,
Vietnam,
like you said, the awareness,
like WhatsApp or Line or WeChat in other Asian countries. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah, putting this up just so that hopefully people later on can think, why not sign up for the group? And so if they were to search that number and then click on that group, do they get a welcome message or what? Does it say, look, we're the community centre?
Yeah, they can get the latest information and get a welcome to the group. Some friendly banter, some information about the club, like that. Some information about activities and events that's going to be happening in the near future at the club.
Okay, cool. No, that's right. Because I think ZALO and Facebook, I mean, we're trying to cast those nets a little bit for the community so they can get involved and stuff. Now I wanted to find out what's the live game situation like in Vietnam to watch live Premier League games. I understand it's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, you are charged for it, and it's not cheap. We don't offer, unfortunately, at the present time, we don't offer a live AFC Bournemouth game streaming service because after investing so much in setting up the supporters club, I just don't have the funds to also invest in a monthly subscription to a live streaming service. So we watch back highlights of the games on YouTube. Not a great way to do it, and it doesn't say much of an atmosphere tonight. But that's how we do at the moment until the funds become available to get a live streaming service.
Yeah. What time do the games normally live in Vietnam?Roughly,
3 p.m. kickoff. It will be 10 p.m. here.
So it's not too bad.
It's
kind of okay. I mean, I wish I had
9 or 10 p.m. here. It would be, but then you get a 5 p.m. kickoff, and you're talking about midnight here. And the thing is, in Vietnam, in the evening, most shops close up between 9 and 10 p.m. You still, and most people go to bed about 10 to 11, but you still got a few die-hard karaoke parties going on.
Right.
But they'll tend to wind up at about 11 p.m. too. So if you're doing like matches like 12, you're like broadcasting matches at 12 midnight or worse 2 a.m. in the morning if it's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Yeah. You're gonna get the police because the police here go around on motorcycles. You're gonna get them asking what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like that. So you've got to be careful about how late you do things here.
Yeah. So ideally for you, it'd be like there's every now and then there's a 12:30 midday kickoff in the UK.
That would be the ideal one, definitely. That would be the ideal one. 12 to like 3 p.m.
Okay, so 7 hours ahead of the UK at this moment in time.
Yeah.
We'll just I'll give Sky Sports a ring just see if they can.
Yeah, if you could do,
Yeah. Okay. So the script is an issue, and I know. Look, you put all that effort in, and all those those badges and stickers and signs and stuff like that. And So look, we're going to put your contact details. I mean, the Facebooks and stuff. If anyone wants to get in touch with you and maybe help out or something.
Yeah, that would be good.
Whatever.
We need all the help we can get. Definitely.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, the focus is, you know, being a community centre as well. So I understand that you give prizes. You know, when you do go back to the UK, you get some stuff from the club shop, and then you give them away as prizes. What kind of things are those?
I do. I get I've got some baseball caps also as some big prizes, but usually they're generally small prizes. They consist of like pin badges, key rings, pens, fridge magnets, things like that. Some things that cost between like £3 to £7 to £8 because I don't have unlimited, you know, obviously I don't have unlimited funds to keep buying that things. Yeah,
I understand. We're just going to make a bit of a plug for the Cheers Bar tipping competition. It's actually, I'm just going to add that to the stage now, and yeah, I'll just show this. So basically, what Cheers Bar is, our local sports bar in Sydney. This is a Premier League tipping competition. It actually ends on Thursday, the 14th of August. $25 to enter. You get weekly prizes of $50 on the food and beverage tab for grabs. So you've obviously got 38 games a season. So so $25 to enter. It's basically you win one out of the 38 season match days with the right tipping thing, then you double your money straight away. And you don't have to spend it all on booze. You can buy. They've got some great food at the Cheers Bar. It's located near Town Hall Station and in Sydney. And yeah, so there's the number on there. If you do want to get involved, especially if you're in the Sydney or surrounding area in Sydney, give Vanessa a call or SMS. Let them know you're interested because it's closing in a matter of days. So I put my money where my mouth is, and this particular season I have signed up, so I'm going to give it a go so I know what I'm talking about next time. And get the ball rolling. Give Vanessa, send her an SMS on 0401 792 054. That's 0401 792 054 as soon as possible. All right, there we go. That was a bit of a publicity for Cheers Bar. I mean, they've been so good to all the supporter groups around the Sydney area that go there. They are technically a Liverpool and Celtic pub, but they're always very welcoming to, I would say, most of the other supporter groups as long as they behave. And I've known them now for over 10 years, ever since I started the Bournemouth supporters group in Sydney. So they are fantastic staff, management, and nothing's ever too much of a problem if there's a game that's on and they can show it, and it's not the upper level but lower level's not booked out. They'll normally try and accommodate your request. So that's good. So so live games. It's always interesting to see what the live game situation is in different countries around the world with official support groups. So thanks for letting us know about that. So if I were to put you in 2028 or 2030, 3 or 5 years from now, what kind of thing would you like to see your the AFCB Vietnam doing? What would be your ideal scenario situation?
I'd say in like 2028 after winning the Premier League, hopefully which we're thinking about. Always good to be positive. Hopefully after winning the Premier League in 2028, then that will increase our awareness and exposure here, and locals will actually know that we do exist as a club, and as a Premier League club, and that will encourage them to come and become members of the local official supporters group here, not just in Ho Chi Minh City, but in the whole country too. So we would need like a boost like that, because it's hard enough for them to actually get them to pronounce the name correctly. So to actually listen to them pronounce the name It's an exercise in like hand hitting head frustration. Just
How do they
it.
pronounce it? Tell me. How do they pronounce the name? Do your best.
Bournemouth. Forget about trying to teach TH. Tongue between teeth. Forget. Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully that will increase the exposure when we get more Bournemouth fans signed up and more people visiting the club.
Awesome.
Yeah, and taking part in all our fun events and activities that we host here on a regular basis.
Yeah. No, that sounds great. All right. So I got a message for your football fans here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. But
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No, the sound is completely different than actually how it's written here. The sound is totally different than how it's actually written.
And I understand that there's 13 different tonal like intonations and things for any particular one word or letter or something like that. I think
there is. Yeah, it depends. It depends on like the character, the symbol above the letters you can see.
Right. I think I'll do this one. Join AFCB Vietnam supporters group. We're based in Hóc Môn, Ho Chi Minh City. More details in the YouTube description below. How's that? That was right, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So I understand. We'd like obviously the club to maybe be a bit more involved with the supporters group, other than the Global Cherries. Is there anything that you see how the club could help promote your supporter group over there in the UK?
This is a community club. We are based in the community here, in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City, Hóc Môn district, and it's difficult, you know, with limited exposure and resources to support the community in the way that we wanted to, you know, like host more events than we're doing at the moment, because we're not doing that many, or activities, give better prizes, maybe take some trips somewhere as a supporters group trip, like annual or 6 monthly trip or something like that. We can do that. And also, I think that AFC Bournemouth should be willing to help more with promotion and marketing for their official supporters clubs abroad, and should be able to give guidance on what to do, because we're not marketing or promoting experts. And with prizes, they love prizes here, that we should be offered merchandise, official merchandise that the club don't sell, that they have maybe sat in storerooms there. Yep. We should be offered that, maybe for free or maybe at a discount, so that we can give us prizes, instead of just giving like minuscule things like little key rings or lanyards or pin badges, something actually bigger, like a shirt or a flag or a scarf or something like that. We should be helped more in that way with merchandise and with promoting.
You mentioned flags. Now, there's a situation in Vietnam with flags, isn't there?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you cannot display any flag apart from the Vietnamese flag or the Vietnamese Buddhist flag. A large flag, don't like it, or you have to pay a lot of money to get permission to be able to display your own flag, be it a football team's flag or a country's flag.
Wow.
So we do have a flag, but it's not actually like moving around, flapping around outside. It's inside the glass here. I think you can see it in one of the new photos.
Yeah.
We have a small flag outside. We got a small flag outside.
Right.
Like this one here. We got one of these flags outside, hanging outside. That doesn't seem to cause offence. We haven't been told to take it down or anything. Yeah.
Okay, just bring it closer, because I can't see it. I have to probably show it. Yeah, when you've got the background, the picture of the background there, it's kind of very hard to see.
But
That's right.
I've been warned against by
there it is.
By the wife not to put large flags out of the front, flapping around out front, because we may get unwanted attention and we may have to pay to do it. Or
yeah, you don't want to be closed down after all the good work you put into that.
No.
So how's the situation? So when fans go to the football match in Vietnam, because I know Vietnam, the Vietnamese national team has done quite well in recent years. I mean, they've actually at least reached one of the under 23 Asian finals. The national team, and they are a consistent performer. I have noticed that. So when fans go to the stadium, no flags there either.
Just Vietnamese flags. Just the Vietnamese national flag. Obviously not the British flag, but just the Vietnamese national flag. That's all you usually see, and T-shirts there with a yellow star on a red background. T-shirts.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just the law of the land, I suppose. So,
they are football. They are football mad here. They are football obsessed here. Like most countries, in Southeast Asia, they are football obsessed here. Yeah, that's why it's it would be such a lucrative market. It could be such a lucrative market because you've got a population of 110 million people. For
it's
one,
amazing.
Two, they are football mad. So this could be a great financial opportunity for the mother club to make some money, but that requires marketing, promotion, and investment to get that back, to get that profit back.
Another way is I know clubs in the past. I follow a Spanish team called RCD Español, and I think we signed an Indonesian player once for the youth team, for the reserves, and that created a lot of attention. And also maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, we had the Chinese player Wu Lei, who was the best Chinese player, and basically when he played for Español in China, they had about between 50 and 60 million people watching live, as opposed to what 1 to 2 million people watching the El Clasico.
I see where you're going with this. Yeah. They need a
So I think
Vietnamese player to play for Premier League.
Exactly right.
That would increase the support. Exactly. Same as Son, South Korea. Son.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Republic of Korea. Yes, Son Heung-min, who Tottenham. Yeah, he increased the profile and the support among Koreans for Tottenham, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
right. Yes.
That would be a good idea.
He's has he left? He's left Tottenham now. Yeah, he's left for LAFC. So I think there's a lot of belief to South Koreans at the moment.
We lost our best player, didn't we? We lost our best one to Real Madrid.
Dean Huijsen. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Kirkers to Liverpool.
Yes.
Zabani to PSG. I mean, these are all Champions League teams that they've gone to.
Yeah, I know.
Who would have thought 15, 20 years ago we'd be selling players to those 3 clubs?
That caliber of team, yeah, I know. But it hasn't left us with much, has it?
That's it. But I understand. I think in Español there are discounts for supporters groups, mainly presidents of supporters groups in the club shop. I think you have to be there in person though to purchase and get that discount. But their structure has been set up a lot longer, and they've been in the top flight since day one, since 1928-29, when the Spanish League was founded. Español's been there, so they've had that lot of maturity in terms of engagement. Most of their engagement with support groups for Español are to do with coach parking, getting all the different support groups from the Catalonia area and coach parking, all that sort of stuff. There's a big focus on that, but I think the club has had a big global focus, and I think we need to just get some ideas circulating and see how we can promote support groups around the world and just grow that fan base. And there's no better time to do it because we're in the Premier League. If we were in the Championship or League One again, touch wood, that doesn't happen for an extremely long time.
Hopefully the Premier League, not League One.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, if you've been trying
I know
to
you
get
mean.
your act together, by the time you know in a different division, then it's going to be a lot harder. So
Yeah.
so now's the time to do that. No, that's it. So I've got a message. I'm going to see if this works. If it doesn't, then I will stick it on later. Got a message from Lon, who is your dear wife, and she has given a message for Vietnamese or potential Vietnamese supporters to join AFC Bournemouth. So let's see if this works.
Hi, xin chào cả nhà, tôi em fan AFC Bournemouth. Mình hiện tại đang ở Hóc Môn, Tân Hiệp, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Xin chào đón các bạn ZALO cùng câu lạc bộ với mình nhé. Thank you.
All right, so yes, so she's saying basically join, come and check us out and join AFC Bournemouth in Vietnam in Hoc Mon, and so yeah, so share that video far and wide, and we'll try and get the support up for AFCB Vietnam. All right, so for those local football fans, so would they be most of the fanatical football fans in the country would be what support the top six teams?
Yeah, they're mainly I'll say Manchester United is the biggest one, then followed by I think Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City. I'd say those are the big four. Yeah.
No,
I've never met, and Liverpool, of course, and Liverpool. Sorry, also Liverpool. I've never met an Everton one. I don't think I've met a Spurs one. I definitely haven't met Brighton one. So it tends to be mainly the top ones just mentioned.
Yeah. And is that because basically it's easier to follow a winning team?
I think you're right. They love the glory, don't they? They love the glory. They actually haven't got any link to those teams. Like they weren't born there. They don't have any family link or other relationship with those teams. They like the glory. They like the image. And what we're trying to do here in Ho Chi Minh City is trying to get them to stop supporting those glory teams they have absolutely no link with. Come and support a real community team that's actually based now in your community, has a sports club in your community to come and help that team who's helping your kids to enjoy themselves and other older people enjoy themselves too. So support a real community team that's actually in your community now. That's what we want them to do. But to do that, obviously, we need we need help and support to be successful in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So I know we put how to get in touch with you, but Facebook and ZALO, I suppose, are the two main platforms that we're using at the moment. I'm going to put the links in the description.
We've also got a WhatsApp group too that we use. So yeah.
All right. So basically, I'll put the details in, and people want to get in touch with you via Facebook about the WhatsApp group.
That's great. You're welcome. You're welcome to.
Welcome. Yeah. Bring ideas and just make this supporter group the shining light in Southeast Asia, which at the moment is the only one. As you said earlier.
Yeah, it's the only one, not just in Vietnam, but actually in Southeast Asia as an entire area. Yeah.
So the closest other support group for you that's official would be us.
Yeah, I would imagine so. There's none in the Philippines I've heard of.
No, there are fans in the Philippines. I am aware of them, but you see what it does. It takes. You can be a fan and not do anything, or you can be a fan and want to do something and bite the bullet, be the captain, steer the ship. But if the whole setting up process is great, it does take effort. But what takes even more effort is maintaining and that's where the real value is when you maintain the support group over a number of years. Yeah, and you get the relationships. Is a sports bar a thing in Ho Chi Minh?
Yeah, there are sports bars, but they tend to be more in the centre. But they tend to be more in District 1, where most of the foreign residents and tourists are located. Yeah, expats. Yeah. But you're right. Yeah, going down, heading towards your way down in Australia, heading through Malaysia, Singapore. No bricks and mortar. Philippines, no. Indonesia, no. Going downwards, you got the Philippines. No, you get to PNG, don't you? Nothing. Yeah. There's nothing there. There's nothing to you here.
Yeah. I didn't realise. Yeah, I didn't realise that there was a lot of gap there between you and Sydney.
Yeah.
So yeah, something to think about and to maybe start planning. Cool. All right. Anything else? Any other message for the fans, or maybe the greater AFC Bournemouth fans? When you're actually going over there pretty soon, aren't you? Back to Bournemouth.
I'm going back for a couple of months. Later this month, for a couple of months to sort some things out over there.
Yeah.
But I'll be back again after a couple of months.
Cool. All right. So some people actually might bump into you. Who knows?
Pardon?
Because you don't live that far away from the stadium.
No, I live pretty. You couldn't really live closer, so to say. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the opportunity to share the information and help promote our supporters club here, and hopefully this will help bring in some new members who can enjoy themselves, bring their family here too, a family-run club. So great.
Yeah. My pleasure, and let's get the Vietnam supporters group growing. And there she is. There's Sugar.
She's gone. Yeah.
She wanted a cameo appearance. So thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, get a support base growing. Okay, thanks, Nick, and have a great day over there.
Will do. Take care. Bye.
Bye.